Forget the cold plunge. This is the real longevity tool after 50. Everywhere you look right now, somebody is jumping into a tub of ice water. Cold plunges, ice baths, cold showers. Every influencer half my age is telling you this is the secret to health and a long life. And I'm here to tell you they've got it backwards, because there's a tool sitting right next to that cold plunge at almost every gym and spa. And it has decades of real research behind it. It's linked to a longer life, a healthier heart, and even a sharper brain. And almost nobody our age is talking about it. It's not the cold, it's the heat. By the end of this video, you'll know why the sauna may be one of the best things a man over 50 can do for his heart and his lifespan, and where the cold plunge actually fits in. I'm 58 years old, 5'10", 173 pounds, and I try to stay between 12 and 15% body fat all year round. And I say try because I am human, just like you. But 10 years ago, I weighed 218 pounds, and I was very unhealthy, and I was heading in the wrong direction. I turned it around with whole food and resistance training, and running too. I love running. And I've kept it off for almost 10 years. And I'll be straight with you, the way I always am. I'm not a doctor, and I don't pretend to be one. I follow the actual research. I test things on myself, and I bring you what holds up. And on this one, it isn't even close. Let's start with the sauna, because this is where the real evidence lives. In Finland, researchers followed thousands of middle-aged men for decades. They tracked how often each man used the sauna, and then they watched what happened to his health over the years that followed. Their results were striking. The men who used the sauna 4 to 7 times a week had dramatically lower rates of dying from heart disease than the men who used it just once a week. We're talking roughly half the risk. They also had lower rates of dying from any cause at all. And later research from the same group even linked frequent sauna use to a lower risk of memory diseases like dementia. Now, I want to be honest about what that means, because that honesty is the whole point of this channel. This is observational research. It shows a strong link, not absolute proof that the sauna by itself caused all of it. But the link is powerful, and it held up over decades. And the more often the men use the sauna, the bigger the benefit. That dose response pattern is exactly what you want to see when something is real. Before I go on, if you want the full step-by-step breakdown of what I'm covering, I made a free 8-page guide called the Men Over 50 Fat Loss Blueprint. It's the 4-step framework I use to drop 45 pounds at 50 and keep it off for almost 10 years. The link is the first thing in the description below. Grab it, it's completely free. So why would sitting in a hot room do all of that? Because heat stress works on your body a lot like exercise does. Your heart rate climbs, your blood vessels open up, and your circulation improves. Over time, that repeated gentle stress appears to make your heart and your blood vessels healthier and more resilient. It's like a light cardio session you get just by sitting still and sweating. And the beautiful part is that it asks almost nothing from you. No equipment, no technique, no joints to beat up. You just sit there and let the heat do the work. There's even some evidence that heat switches on protective proteins inside your cells, the same ones your body makes when you exercise. You're giving your body a small, healthy dose of stress, and then letting it recover a little stronger. Now let's talk about the cold plunge for a second, because I'm not telling you it's useless. Jumping into cold water does do something. It spikes the chemical that makes you feel alert, focused, and good. A lot of guys love how it makes them feel afterward, and that feeling is real. If a cold plunge in the morning makes you feel sharp and alive, that's a fine reason to do it. So just do it. But feeling good and living longer are two different things. One is about the next 20 minutes. The other is about the next 20 years. And the hard evidence that cold plunging extends your life or protects your heart the way the sauna does just isn't there yet. And here's something almost nobody warns you about. And it matters more for us than for anyone else. If you take a cold plunge or an ice bath right after you lift weights, you may be working against yourself. The research suggests that cold water right after strength training can blunt the muscle and strength you just worked to build. The cold calms down the very inflammation that signals your body to come back stronger. For a 25-year-old, that's a minor issue. For a man over 50 who is fighting to hold on to every ounce of muscle he has, that is the opposite of what you want. So if you love your cold plunge, that's okay, but just keep it away from your workouts. Do it on an off day or first thing in the morning, not in the hour after you train. So here's how I actually put all of this together. If you have access to a sauna, use it and use it regularly. The research is built on traditional hot saunas, but if all you have is an infrared one, that's still likely worth doing. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes at a time, a few times a week, and build up as you get more comfortable. Drink plenty of water before and after because you're going to sweat. If you ever start to feel dizzy or unwell, get out. There's no price for toughing it out. Never mix it with alcohol. And if you've got any heart condition, talk to your doctor before you start. Ease into it. Listen to your body and let it become a habit you actually keep. Think of it the way you think of a walk or a workout, something you schedule, not something you do once and forget. And if you enjoy the cold, go ahead and use it. Just use it for what it's actually good for. Use the cold to feel sharp and alert. Use the heat to protect your heart and your ears. And whatever you do, don't ice down your hard work in the hour right after a workout. So here's where we land. The cold plunge is the one getting all the hype, all the videos, all the attention. But the sauna is the one with decades of evidence pointing toward a longer, healthier life. It's relaxing, it feels good, and it may be doing more for your heart than almost anything else you do all week. The hype isn't always where the truth is, and after 50, you don't have time to waste chasing the wrong thing. If this changed how you think about it, do me a favor, send it to a guy who's been freezing himself every morning thinking it's the secret, a friend, a brother, your dad. If you want more straight, honest talk about what actually worked after 50, subscribe so the next one finds you. I'll see you in the next one.